And now, your East Texas Storm Team forecast.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye on Tropical Storm Nicholas as we head into the week. This storm formed this morning down in the Gulf of Mexico. 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds is what is the maximum right now. But again, these waters over the western Gulf are very warm and conditions are otherwise favorable for this storm to get stronger, perhaps even into a strong tropical storm category, maybe even a minimal hurricane before it makes landfall, and that's expected to happen in just 36 to 48 hours or so. Moving north-northwest right now at 14 miles per hour. This is the projected path, and you can see that as we go on into the day on Monday, it begins to affect the southern Texas coast, skirts right along the coast from just off of Brownsville to off of Corpus Christi, and then begins to make landfall up here south of Victoria, somewhere in that vicinity, and that's expected to occur either late Monday night or early on Tuesday morning. After that, it's going to begin to weaken as it moves over land, as these storms typically do, back down to a tropical depression. But you can see it's got a target right here on East Texas. It'll be bringing some heavy rainfall, and of course there's always a possibility of occasional tornadoes that dip out of these thunderstorms that are associated with this storm, and it is certainly going to be dropping some heavy rain, possibly as much as 8 to 16 inches of rain, in some places even up to 20 inches along and just east of that path is where that heaviest rain is likely to occur. So get ready for some heavy rainfall to move into East Texas here, and we've certainly enjoyed some dry weather recently, but that is going to be changing as we get into the next few days. Right now, we're beginning to see some rain. That's the extreme northern sections of the clouds associated with that storm, moving into the Toledo Bend and Sam Rayburn areas as it moves on toward the northwest into East Texas. And some of these are some heavy showers and occasionally some thunder being heard with those storms. And the heaviest rainfall right now, at least close to our area, is down around the Golden Triangle area there, around the Beaumont and Port Arthur vicinity. And those storms, as you can see, are larger and also very heavy as they start to move into that area northeast of the Houston vicinity, and that's the beginning of this change to some rainfall. Meanwhile, as we look at low temperatures, getting back to a little good news, they were nice and cool again this morning, running about 10 degrees below the normal for this time of the year, and then the afternoon highs were about where we expect them to be. Humidities are gradually beginning to come up, so we'll begin to feel more of that humidity in the air as that moisture arrives into East Texas. Once again, we're seeing the heaviest rainfall associated with that storm starting to affect the Texas coast. The center of the storm still down off of Tampico, Mexico, moving to the north-northwest at 14 and expected to begin to make a gradual turn toward the northeast as it moves northward to the Texas coast. Here's the way the forecast is expected to shape up, and of course you can always get that forecast at our website, KEDK.com. Got a good chance for some thunderstorms beginning on Monday. Some of those will be heavy. They'll be Tuesday and Wednesday with a good chance of rain. As we move toward the end of the week and we begin to lose the effects of that storm, and certainly by the weekend that should begin to happen. Those rains will begin to taper off, but again, several inches of rainfall is possible throughout East Texas, starting heaviest in deep East Texas as that storm begins to arrive there first. 80% chance tomorrow, 70% on Tuesday. It goes down gradually to a 60 and 50, and then finally 40 and 30% chance by the time the weekend gets here. Katie?
All right, thank you, John.